welcome to the first episode of Let's Pour Up. My name is Colina Bruce, and I'm so excited. I have an amazing guest with me, Darnesha Weary. Darnesha, I've known you forever, like over at least 15 years, right?
Yeah.
Probably. Darnesha is my soror.
Yes.
Hi, soror.
Hello,
Certified Beta Sorority Incorporated. And is the owner of Black Coffee Northwest, among other things. So, Darnesha, I'm going to let you do a little humble brag right now. So, run down your credentials just so they know who we dealing with.
Okay. Well, hi.
Hey,
I'm so
girl.
happy to be in Pour. Let's pour it up.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
pour up.
Let's pour up.
Yeah.
Let's pour
yeah,
up.
yeah.
So my name is Darnesha,
Yes.
and I am the CEO of Black Coffee Northwest.
Yes.
I also am the founder of Grounded, which is the nonprofit organization that accompanies Black Coffee Northwest to do all of my community outreach work.
Yeah.
That I started in the year 2000 as actually my step team. And so
Yes.
it's morphed into
Yeah.
that. So I still have the step team. I also own a company called Let's Do Work, where I do business consulting and coaching, and then Pitch Black Entertainment, which is an entertainment company.
Jesus,
so I just be out
girl.
here. I'll be out here.
Get into the bag.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
not
out
mad
here.
at it. Okay,
Yes.
so you just ran down all these different things that you do. How do you do that? And even kind of backing up, like, how did you come up with these ideas and actually bring them from ideation to fruition? What does that look like?
Let's see. I am a creative. I have my
Yeah.
hands in all different types of things. Always have been. Like,
Yeah.
I've been a creative mind. My mind just never stops.
Yeah.
I've trained it to like be quiet sometimes. Like, we need to sleep.
Girl, I mean, do you sleep? It doesn't really sound like
Woo.
you do. I know I don't sleep.
I was struggling.
Yeah.
I take naps now during the day, so I've kind of like instituted that
I'm
into
jealous.
my life. Yes, because I
Where
have
do
to
you take
like.
naps at?
I just take like an hour, 30 minutes of like empty time, and I'll just take a nap
Yeah.
because I have to.
That's real.
Because that's the only way I'm able to like sustain. So
Yeah.
I've been a busy mind my whole life. Like,
Okay.
I was that kid in school that was just busy all the time. They're like, she's a great student, but she can't sit down. She can't stop talking. She's always trying to start stuff.
Did you
Not
get
start stuff.
labeled?
I got labeled. Well, I did when I was the first part of my life. I lived in the Rainier Valley area,
Okay.
and so I was around my people. So I was
We was amongst friends
right.
and family.
It was what it was. Then I moved out to Linwood in 6th grade,
Oh,
and then I got
okay.
labeled.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
they were like,
Yeah.
we don't know
We don't know
what
what
is
to do.
this,
Yeah.
right? What do we do with this
Mhm.
ball of energy?
Yeah.
And so they just kept trying to label me, and did like put a lot of pressure on me to like become, I don't even know what, I'm in 6th grade, like leave me alone. I'm just
Right,
active,
right.
and I like to dance and sing. I'm a creative, like sorry.
They didn't know how to. They didn't have a word for it.
They really didn't. And so I've always wanted to be in coffee. I love coffee. Like
Okay.
every time it's funny because when I think about like myself, like as a person, like
Yeah.
through school, through my life, I've always had coffee. I love to visit coffee shops. I love to travel around and like see the small coffee shops.
Yeah.
That's just something I've always loved to do. And I was like, I want to have a coffee shop. I want to have a coffee shop. In 2007, I actually just started writing for a coffee shop.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a Google Doc, and I was just like, I wrote out the business plan, what I wanted it to be called. I wanted it to be called Grounded Coffee Shop.
Wow.
I didn't even know what this meant. I was like,
Yeah.
I just want to do this, and that
Okay.
was a long time ago, right? And
Yeah.
it just sat in my Gmail and my Google
That's
Drive.
crazy,
It's
yeah.
still there, and I still go back to that sometimes, so I can make sure I'm like true to the vision that
Absolutely.
was given to me.
Yeah.
And so that's my love for coffee is just something that I've always loved. My entertainment company came up because I love events.
Yeah.
I love going to events, organizing events. And so my friend Kendra and I came together to form that business where we
Okay.
host community events, community outreach events, which is great. And my consulting company is, actually when I think about all my businesses are all my skill sets,
Yeah.
all the things that I'm really good at. And I've just created businesses around them. And
That's
so
awesome.
that, like multiple streams of income,
Come on.
right? Keeping myself
Connection.
busy. And yeah, that's why I'm here.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So one thing I want to go back to, so you talked about how in 2007 you kind of created this thing of now from which you've manifested something. So one thing I want to do with this podcast, every show will have a segment called Moment of Meaning. And it can be anything. It could be something that just, brings you joy or gives you an opportunity to practice gratitude. To me, that kind of sounds like a moment of meaning for you because that's something that you can, like you said, you can always go back to that and track and really just look at how far you've come. But are there other things like that that, maybe you would offer to somebody in terms of how to just like in the midst of everything else that's going on, how do you find time to, practice gratitude?
Take care of me.
Yeah.
I think I'll just say another moment of meaning for me was having a daughter. So
yeah.
I never saw like a happy woman growing up. I didn't have women around me who had joy and gratitude and who just lived their lives free.
Yeah.
And I just didn't want that. They were just busy. They worked, right? Like everyone's just busy. But I never saw like joy and fun.
Yeah.
And so I didn't want, and I saw my daughter kind of modeling that behavior as well. Like she works hard. She's naturally brilliant.
Yeah. Amazing.
Right. Like naturally.
Hey, Michaela.
Hey, Lou. Hey, Soror.
Hey,
Okay.
Soror.
But I didn't want her to see her mom just work all the time. Like I would
Yeah.
come home and be on my phone all the time.
Yeah.
I was so disconnected at one time trying to build a career.
Whew.
And
Yeah.
I just had to really check myself. Like I'm missing these moments.
Yeah.
And so that was one of my moments for me, is that I don't want to miss any more moments of my child, of my daughter, or of my son, or of myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to stay in the moment.
Yeah.
And so I just really have been determined to stay in the moment. And only way I can do that is making sure I'm taking care of myself.
Absolutely. I think that is hard as a business owner. I think a lot of times it's like your mind, like you said, your mind's always going. There's always something that needs to be done. And people think like, oh, you're running your own business. You're on your own time. Like, no, my boss is my job. There's always something going on. And so it's hard to find that work-life balance. And, sometimes I have to just put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And that's hard for people who know me and are used to having access to me. And I don't answer my phone sometimes. I don't respond. And that's how I'm practicing self-care. It's no shade to people that I love. I love you, but
it is what it
I
is.
love me too. Like I got to I got to be present with my family, like you said. So another way I like to practice self-care is by having a drink sometimes.
Yes, absolutely.
Today, I brought some champagne and orange juice so we can have a Mom-mosa.
Okay.
But I want you to show me like the perfect mimosa. Like, how do you make the perfect mimosa?
Okay. So I make the perfect mimosa with a lot of this stuff first.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Pop
just
this
make
open.
it. Yeah.
This is some Snoop Dogg.
This is Snoop Dogg. We're, trying to
It's great.
get into the Black brand.
Yes, it's one of my favorites, actually.
Okay, I haven't had it, so I'm excited
it's really
to try
great.
it.
And it has a great red also. Let's see if I can
I've had the red.
Yes.
Yeah, the red is good.
Ooh, I might be struggling.
You need some help, girl?
I might need some
You
help.
got it.
But I do love a good mimosa.
And speaking of good drinks, black coffee is going to be...
Black coffee is coming up here. So,
yeah, tell us more.
Black coffee is on the move. Like, I'm really excited for this brand. I'm really excited for this business because it really is my heart and soul, like, in a cup.
Yeah.
Right? Like, literally, like, every single part of it. And so Black coffee is in the process right now of opening, just like I'm about to open this bottle. Pop. Ooh,
yeah.
There we go.
Okay, wait, side note. Sorry, Blake. Don't judge us with our mason jars. I forgot to bring champagne glasses today, but it's okay.
We can make anything classy.
Yeah, we still.
So this is my Mom-mosa.
Okay.
Wait.
I need to see the ratio. I need to see the ratio.
That. And we'll do a splash of juice. A splash. We don't need much.
I'm following suit, okay? This is also a safe space. We know that this is one way that folks can practice self-care, but this is not the only way.
Yes, this is one way having
just a little I'm going to give myself a little bit more.
There you go.
Okay.
This is a great way to practice self-care. Just sitting around, like, we deserve to have joy. We work hard.
Cheers.
Cheers
to that.
Yeah, we're productive.
So, like Black Coffee. We're opening a new location.
Yes.
And what can people expect from the new location?
It's at 23rd and Jackson.
Yes.
Like, I'm so excited.
What is the significance of being at 23rd and Jackson?
I am born and raised Seattle. Like, that whole area is my childhood.
Absolutely.
Like, I remember going to the promenade. Yep. I remember the Red Apple. I remember going to get my hair supplies, I remember the subway on the corner.
Yeah, all of that.
All of the things. Like being in parades down that street when I was little, like going to Black Fest because I marched in drill team for a long time.
Going up the block to Richland.
Yes. Like, it just was what it was. I loved that area. Even when I moved out, because we had to move out to Linwood. My childhood was very chaotic. So like moving around was like what it was.
Yeah.
But I was always back in that area because I was like, this is where I felt most comfortable and
Yeah.
most seen. And so when that space became open, I remember I went on Facebook and it was you who connected me.
Yes, to Selena.
Selena.
Oh, shout out to Selena.
Yes.
Haley, she's a black broker and she's amazing.
She's amazing. Like shout out to Black women though, because the whole thing was really orchestrated by us. Like you connected me to Selena, who is amazing, connected me to Corinda, who's amazing. And it just started the process that way. So like I will never forget those who were in the path of like even connecting.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes it may not be for you, but connect somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I will always thank you for that. Yeah. Like you connected me and it connected and here we are. And so we got the space. So what you can expect is a community space that's full of it's just vibrant, full of joy. It's my passion. Every single thing that we're putting in there is well thought out and intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Be a place for everyone just to come and gather and have fun. Hosting lots of events. Putting a bar in there is also to launch espresso martinis, which are my favorite.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
My favorite. And we launched those 2 weeks ago now.
Okay.
So I'm just really excited about the space and all the collaborations and partnerships. And that block is just going to be, it's already dynamic. And so I'm just happy to add on to what's already there. So yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited for you. I remember
wait.
that Facebook post and I remember, I think your post was something about like you were interested in that space and did anybody know anybody? And I was like, I don't know nobody, but I do know somebody who I think could, you know. And so I'm so glad that worked out. And like you said, I just think that a lot of times it could be really easy to gatekeep information if you feel like it's going to help you get to the next thing. And if you see yourself being in competition with other people, and I just think that that's not necessary. There's room for everybody. If I have access to a resource, you have access to that same resource because we got to bring each other along. That's the only way.
That's the only way it's gonna work. And like when you get to a certain level, like we're successful. We're going to be more successful. Like nobody want to be up there alone.
Yeah, come on.
Like that's lame. Like I want to celebrate. Like I want to celebrate all your successes and be there. And you will vice versa.
Likewise,
like it's just a vibe that I love and I want to continue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, cheers to that. I'm so excited for you. Can't wait to hear more.
I can't wait.
Speaking of that, let's take a sip because we're gonna get into.
All right.
We're pouring up, so now we're gonna pour up some tea.
Got
okay.
it. I'm here for it.
You and I know each other. We talk frequently. We have time together just to decompress and share about life. And so what I know about you is that you started Black Coffee as a partnership.
I did.
And you are now in this area and this space of moving forward as a sole owner, CEO of your company. So can you tell us about that, whatever you feel comfortable sharing, and how are you doing that? How are you taking care of yourself, first of all, and how are you moving your business along at the same time?
This vision was meant for me. It was given to me.
Yeah.
It was meant for me, and I really tried hard to bring everyone else along because I am a person of service. Yeah. I just had never built buffers around my service or boundaries around it. I started this business in 2020, but when I turned 40 years old, I think that was in 2019. I don't remember. I'm 46 now. I have to think
like,
that.
what day is it again?
Yeah, I don't know. I decided that I was going to change my life, and I decided that like the first part of my life was of service, and I didn't include myself in that service model. It was just for everyone else.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And so when I started this business, I just, again, like, this was a vision for me. It's actually very easy for me because it was for me. I had all the tools that I needed to do it because I had built a very long career and had, like, transferable skills that was needed to do it. Yeah. And so I just brought people along. So I have been single for a year. A lot of people didn't know. I think you do. Yeah. I have been single for a year. Yeah. People just didn't know because I don't be giving all my business out to everybody because I'm very also protective of my peace and of my space.
Absolutely, as you should be.
And so
everything is not for public consumption.
It's not. So I just let people figure out, do what they wanted to do. You can create whatever story you want. Like, that's great fine. For you.
Yeah.
Kudos to you.
We good over here.
Yeah. But for me, like, it was just time for me to walk away from any and everything that wasn't serving me. And in this business, business, like, I know this is for me. The vision was for me. It was very loud and clear. And anyone that was disturbing my peace or not along with that, like, I had to walk away from.
Yeah, that's real.
And it just was what it was.
Yeah.
I got married very young when I was 20 years old.
Oh, okay.
Very young. That. Yeah. Okay. And so, you know, no one teaches you how to do this. You just kind of do it. And I knew that when I turned 40, that if things did not change for the better for me, like, I'm ready to build a new foundation for the second part of my life, that I have to do it differently. Yeah. Yeah. And so if it's not serving me, then bye. Yeah. It is what it is. And so how it's going great. Good. Because this is for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I'm taking it.
You're just walking in your purpose.
Yeah. I'm walking in it, and I'm not pulling anyone else in it with me. It continued going. There was no interruption in service. There was no, we're at 5. You know, the signal strength didn't go down at all.
Right. Like, that part.
It's still moving forward.
Can you hear me now?
Right. It's still moving forward. We're still in full bars here. Yeah. Because it's for me. Okay. And I know how to do it. Yeah. I just didn't fully step into it because I always let other people overshadow me because I was always in a space of humble. Yeah. And I still am. Right. But I'm learning now to, like, I know there's some shit that I know.
And you can be humble and be confident and be able to articulate your value at the same time and understand and articulate that in a way that other people can receive it. Yeah. Yeah.
And I've learned that. And one of my mentors told me, like, if you don't do that, you're dishonoring, like, all of the hard work that you actually did put into being who you are today. And I was like, oh, I didn't think about that.
That's real.
But I definitely want to honor all the work that I have put into and all the people that have poured into me and all my friends and family. Yeah. I don't want to dishonor that because it's a part of who I am today. So we're moving forward, and I'm having a great time.
Good. Okay. So speaking of that, 2 follow-up questions. We're having a great time, period.
Phenomenal time.
How are you practicing self-care?
Yes.
I was going to ask how the single life is, but it sounds like it's giving.
I'm out there. No. How I'm practicing self-care now.
The streets is calling.
The streets have called my name. And I was like, hello. How are you? What you need?
It's been so long.
Right. I need some coffee. I got you.
I'm done with you, Darnesha.
Self-care looks very different for me now. Yeah. Like, I love taking care of me. I love taking myself out on dates. Yeah. I love getting dressed up and going out. I love meeting new people. Yeah. I love taking naps, hanging out with my dog. Yes. Like, I just be out here. I do whatever I want to do. Yeah. At any given moment. Yeah. And if I don't want to do it, I tell myself I'm not doing that. Yeah. And so that's really how I practice self-care, just creating boundaries and creating the life that I want. Okay. The single life is great. Like, I love being alone.
Okay, tell me more, because sometimes I hear different stories, like the pool has pee in it kind of thing.
Oh, no. The single life The single life has been great for me. Like, I have discovered who I am and what value I bring. It's been a lot of self-discovery. Yeah. It's been a lot of falling in love with me. Yeah. And I had never taken time to do that because I was so busy. Like, and I got pregnant first. So I got pregnant and then I got married a month later. No, it was just a quick series of events. Okay. I never had time to sit.
It was a ready-made family as soon as you got married. Yeah. You didn't have time to date each other. You were already young parents.
Yep. Yeah. And I didn't have a wedding. I didn't have any of these things. Yeah. And so, like, for me, I'm just having a really great time, like, envisioning what that's going to look like for me.
Oh, I love that for you.
Yeah. Like, I want to get married.
Yes. Can I be in the wedding?
Yes. Yes. I want to have a wedding. I want to have a bachelorette party. Yes. I want to be celebrated.
Okay. Yeah. Let me throw the bachelorette.
Yes, absolutely. Like, I want to do those things I never got to do. I want to be proposed to. I want to be romanced. I want to be taken on dates. Yeah. And so, but if I can't be out here trying to demand that for someone else if I can't do it for myself. Yeah. So I take myself out on dates all the time. I dress up. They be like, where are you going? I'm like, out to eat. Like, with you, by myself.
Who's going to check me, bro?
Right. And I be having a really phenomenal time. I cook dinner for myself. Yeah. We're all, like, sit at the table and just have a nice time with me. So single life has been really great for me. Good. I'm having a great time.
I love that.
Yes.
Cheers.
And I love dating. Yeah. Like, I'm having a great time just being out, meeting people. Yeah. And
okay, cool. So I know you have kiddos. You have grown kiddos.
They grown. Okay.
How do the kiddos feel about mommy dating?
Let's see. I think that they just want me to be happy.
Yeah.
this new mom that they're seeing is a happy mom. I'm not stressed out. I'm not overworked. I'm not trying to act like someone I'm not. I'm just me, and whatever way that comes, I feel like they're happy with that. Yeah. That I'm laughing and I have joy, and I have just found myself. Yeah.
For sure. And Michaela is at a HBCU.
She is.
So you have a daughter, a soror, in college.
I do.
What does that look like? How does that feel for you? And for, you know, us moms who have up and coming kids who are looking to go out of state for college, like, do you have what give us some advice, girl?
So Michaela attends Dillard University in New Orleans. She's a junior.
Oh my gosh.
I know, which I cannot believe. Michaela grew up in Shoreline, Washington, so she didn't see herself a lot in spaces. Although I raised her out there because that's just what the circumstance was, right? I kept her in all activities with people that look like her, and so we know it was at everything.
Right.
Okay, it was at every college fair. STEM event, anything for Black youth, Black kids, she was in, because I was like, you're going to see yourself as excellent. Okay, we ain't going to let them tell you ain't the best.
Right.
You the best.
Yeah.
Okay? And I wanted to make sure that she went to a school that celebrated that with her.
Yeah.
And so we traveled around. I took her to different schools, and she came upon Dillard. She got into every school that she applied to because she's brilliant.
Yes.
She's brilliant. But we were like, I want you to try HBCU. And she loves it there. She has found her. I can see her finding herself. She sees herself as excellent as she is. She's found her friend. You know, she's having a great time.
Yeah.
Now she's a Zeta. So I would say, like, just let them try it. And I was like, just try it. That was my, just try it. If you don't like it, you can come back. But I live through, like, I get joy when I see her out with her friends.
Yeah.
When I see her at spring break, I be like, can I come?
Okay. What does she say?
She just be having, no, she's just out having
Does she
fun.
let you come?
No, girl.
Okay,
I mean, I do. Listen, when I go visit, okay, you would think I was a student there. Okay, because I'll be out here.
Out on campus.
Out on campus.
All your Nelia on.
Yes, wearing all that, wearing crop tops and everything. Yeah. And they're all her crop tops too that she loved. I was like, these are mine.
Listen.
Hi. But I've been having a great time. Like, I love her having that experience. Like, homecoming, you know, like now that they're preparing for the step show, yard shows, like when I see her just living her life, like it takes away any kind of like fear I've ever had. Like, she has found herself.
Yeah.
And these are going to be like experiences that she's going to have for the rest of her life.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so
she's going to meet people she'll be with forever.
And she has her best friends, and now she's in an apartment. Like, she's thriving. And so any fear of it I have is gone. And I just live, like, I get excited to see her live her life.
That's so awesome.
And I be living through her.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't care.
We all do.
Yeah. I was like, when is homecoming? And she's like,
why?
Right. When is Springfest? That's the next question, because I'm going back for Springfest because I had a great time.
Oh my God.
I'm going back.
Okay. Well, I'll have to watch the highlight reels. I may have to come down there and show out for the Northwest Zetas.
Yes. And when she graduates next year, I do want to do like a theme where everybody comes down. Like, bring your daughters down so they come see. Like, Michaela's down there, do a tour. Yeah. And I love the staff there. Like, when I walk around, they're like, we're going to take care of your baby.
Yeah.
And she's like,
it's like a home away from home.
It really is.
And what financially, what does that look like?
Michaela is on a full scholarship for academics, right? She's brilliant.
Yeah.
And we don't celebrate that enough, right? Like, she's been able to travel the world. She's been able to do the things that she's want to do because of her brain. Yeah. And she's a Black girl who's just a nerd that's brilliant that I love, because I am too. Yeah. You know, like I'm like that's who she is. And so she doesn't pay for school. I don't pay for school. And I am blessed for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, congrats to you.
Thank
I think
you.
that the fact that, you know, she has made it so far is also in respect to what you have poured into her and sown into her. And
okay, talk about pouring.
We pouring in all
pouring
show.
in.
Yes. Is there a book that you're reading right now?
There is. Actually, I'm not reading that one. The 12-week year.
I just bought that book.
Yes, the 12-week year.
I bought that for all of my staff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We haven't started it yet.
Yes.
How are you feeling about it?
I really love it.
Okay.
It puts things in perspective, and it's very tangible for me. And my brain is very practical, and I'm always trying to put pieces together. It creates a story and puts the pieces together for me. So it's easy. It's an easy read.
Okay.
It's easy things that I can implement in my life. Because we're trying to live in the 12. Listen.
Right. We're trying to make things easier, not work smarter, not harder.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
more
trying
predictive.
to say.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Where are you from, and what's your favorite thing about your hometown?
Okay, I'm from Seattle, Washington. Born and raised. What's my favorite thing about Seattle, Washington now is just being out, having the opportunity to be outdoors and have outdoor time. And I can't believe I've been saying that because I really did.
What do you do outdoors? When you outside?
I just be walking. Okay. I took a hike. You know, I've been in the water doing like some the floats. Okay.
You know?
Camping, hiking. It's such a beautiful place.
All the things.
I be outside now.
Okay. What is a recent guilty pleasure purchase or a splurge or something that you are happy about?
What's a recent purchase? It's gonna be food related. So I love snacks. I love snacks.
Yeah.
So
what kind of snacks?
I love potato chips. And I'll be working out like 3 times a week. I'll be trying to keep it together. But I did buy a bag of barbecue chips.
Was it
Tim's? Yes, the red bag or orange. The barbecue ones. And I ate the whole bag.
Okay. That's not, don't feel guilty.
I don't.
You deserve.
It was amazing.
What would be your idea of a perfect weekend?
Ooh, a perfect weekend for me would be somewhere tropical on the beach. I just wake up on a beach. Zap me there. Okay?
Go to sleep on the beach.
And I'll just be there all day long. That's perfect.
Okay. 2 more. What is a great show that you have binged?
Ooh, Insecure.
Oh, yeah.
I just keep watching them over and over and over.
Okay. I can see that. Last question. Do you have a hidden talent, and what is it?
Ooh.
Oh, is it safe for work?
I've been working on my twerking skills.
Okay. Wait, who's teaching you how to twerk, Darnesha? I need to know.
So I feel like that's a hidden talent.
Have we built the skills up? Are we talented?
I feel like I am talented.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask you for a demonstration, but
I feel like it's a hidden talent that it's in there.
Come on.
Yeah, I had to work on it though, because I
just had to nurture the twerk.
I did. I had to figure it out. It's a technique.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is. And I was
I need somebody to teach me.
I will YouTube. Thank you, YouTube.
I heard it's in the ankle.
It's the foot, the ankle, the tap. And I have a mirror and I record myself.
I believe in YouTube University.
That's
how I learned how to make candles. Was through YouTube University.
Absolutely.
You can learn anything.
You can. So that's what I be doing in my spare time. Let me get this twerk down, because I always hate when I can't do it. I be so mad.
You be looking at me like, now how she do that?
Right.
And I can't.
I can learn. Listen, I can figure it out.
Okay.
So that's my hidden talent.
We're gonna have to put you on a stage somewhere.
I'll be on the stage. I feel like I'm stage ready now. Actually.
Okay. Stage ready.
I feel like I am.
Let's go. All right. Sounds like a good time.
It will be.
Okay, so when I set up our little snacks, I brought some tahini.
You did.
And you said you hadn't had tahini before.
I have not.
So we're going to have tahini. It's not spicy. I don't eat spicy food, but it's like seasoning for your fruit.
Okay.
Okay. So I want you to try it. So
okay.
Pick up a piece of fruit and sprinkle some on there.
Sprinkle.
Yeah, I'll give it a little sprinkle. Okay, that's probably good.
Okay.
See how you like it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Okay, so now you can incorporate something into your snacks.
I have been introduced to tahini fruit seasoning.
You can substitute your chips.
I can.
For seasoned fruit. You don't have to, but you can.
I can. That's really good.
What is a experience that you can share with us that maybe you experienced challenge, you overcame something, or it's just been a huge success for you? What has been something that was a learning opportunity where you came out and felt like you were better?
I would say this experience opening the Central District location, like I said, I started as 2 people, and midway through have become a 1 person.
Yeah.
That it's a win for me because I didn't stop. I kept going, and I'm celebrating that every single day. Like, going through the permitting process. These are things I have never done before. I was like, building construction plans. Like, who?
What?
Who?
What? Yeah.
All these permits, working with all these different entities like King County, state. It's a lot running a business, and like building out a space was all new for me. And so everything that I do in there, we just got the backsplash in. I was like, yes,
this is a win.
It's a win. We got the light fixtures in, and it's expensive also. Like, I'm like, it's a win for me to be able to purchase those things.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Like, and to be able to say I'm buying these for my business, and then also the grants that I was able to secure to get that space. Like, I was able to get the King County Racism Grant from the county, and then from the City of Seattle grant, also for our TI, the Tenant Improvement Grant. And those are grant writing skills I have acquired through my career. I wrote those. Yeah. Like, I feel like that's a huge win for me. Absolutely. And so I'm really excited about that. So that's a huge win. It's going to be a win when I open the doors. We're a little bit behind right now. That's okay, just because it's all going to be in the right timing. And so I'm really excited. I'm celebrating the wins. I celebrate my wins every single day.
Absolutely.
Every day. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that's super important is when you have these big, audacious goals and you're dreaming boundlessly and thinking about all the things you want to do, sometimes getting there feels like it's not moving fast enough, or it's taking forever, or you're hitting these setbacks and things like that. And I think it's so important to take time to like celebrate the small wins in the meantime. Like, I got up this morning and I got to where I was supposed to go, and I made it safely. I got my kids out the house. Like, you know, those are things that we take for granted, but also those are opportunities to celebrate the small wins, right?
Yes.
And I can only imagine that feeling of like turning the key every day when you go in there and what that feels
Such a
like.
Blessing. And then running our North Seattle location also at the college, like being in partnership with a large institution, with a college, like it's running so well.
Yeah.
And my staff there are so great. Like, I've had the same staff when I first started.
That's awesome.
Like,
that's
they're still here. And I love them, and I love that we're all women. And that we're able to like take this brand to the next level. Like, I celebrate it every day, and I'm just thankful that I have the opportunity to lead them.
Yeah.
And I want to be bigger so they can benefit from it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm excited.
And one thing that I've noticed about you is when you're working with young people and you're bringing them into the business, you're not just setting them up to be a barista or to just, you know, serve coffee for lack of better expression. What I notice is that you're setting them up to be successful in other areas of their life as well. You're bringing them in and you're really trying to understand what their goals are and, you know, whether it's life related, whether it's career wise, like what are the ways that we can help you get to the next level, even if it's not at Black Coffee? What does that look like? And so I think that's super admirable and like, you know, we need more like you.
Yeah. I don't want you to be a barista forever. Yeah. Like, it can be in you, but after like a couple months, I'm like, okay, if you mastered that skill, like what's next? Like, I'm expecting you. And I love when my staff ask, you know, this generation don't care, baby. Listen.
Oh, okay. Listen.
At all. They're about
the one thing they're going to do is advocate.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I appreciate it though.
Absolutely.
Because I never felt like I could. Yeah. When I worked, I was so silent.
Yeah. You're just grateful for the opportunity, or you feel like if you say something, you might, you know, lose out.
And my job as the employer, if you want to talk about equity, everyone loves that word, is that I adjust to them, to what they need. Yeah. And so, like, we talk about mental health, like, that's just normal. Yeah. I have anxiety. I have days where I don't want to be in front of people. And so I'm like, I can't people today. Like, can you go?
Right.
You know, that's just, these are just normal conversations in the group chat with the staff. Like, I can't do it. Yeah. Or, you know, like, oh, so-and-so came in the room. Like, everybody be prepared for, you know, like, like, I take care of them because I want them to be better than me and take this brand further than I ever could. Yeah. And I want just my legacy to be a legacy of service.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you're creating a culture where you're setting an expectation of how, not only how they are able to show up and how they're supposed to show up, but also of, you know, a standard of excellence that they're going to require in every kind of next step in their life. So not only are they going to be able to advocate for themselves even more, but they're going to expect, you know, that care for self rather than I'm not just showing up to produce and make coffee. You know, I'm showing up because I'm an asset to this team. Yes. I bring something here. My skill set is is valued.
Yes, it is.
And somebody is, helping me develop in ways that I didn't know that I could.
Yeah,
so
I want them to be great. Like,
yeah.
I really do. I'm like, what? Like, they're already great. We have one, Rachel, who's in New York, like modeling. Like, she started with us, and she's been on Rihanna's campaign. Like, she's been out here. Like, I want them to be great and excel in life. And so, yeah,
awesome.
It's an honor for me.
Yes. Okay. So let's say you're looking at little Darnesha.
Little Darnesha.
What would you tell her?
I would tell her that your life is going to be chaotic because the adults in your life don't have the skills to make sure that they can protect you and to make sure that your life is not chaotic.
Yeah.
But that's okay because you can acquire the skills to live a good life.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know that this is just what it was because that's just what it was.
Yeah.
And so I would tell her to not stress about these things and just know that there's better for you. But it's going to take a lot of sacrifice and a lot of heartache and pain and tears, but it's also going to result in so much joy and happiness. So just keep your head up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep your head up. Yeah. And just keep going. So, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, we are coming to the end of the pour up. The whole concept of this podcast is not to just pour drinks, but to pour into each other, and for this to be an opportunity to be transparent about how life be lifing. Okay, you could be at your highest high, and the next day,
it's a mess.
Life starts lifing again.
Yeah.
So, what advice do you have to anybody that's listening, that is looking at you as a source of inspiration, or maybe is just, tuning in and just kind of, whatever. What advice would you put out there to anybody listening?
I would say that life be lifing, but
period.
Don't let it do it anymore. Like, savor every moment, and don't let it just pass you by. I just really let life pass me by. So much and wasn't in the moment. Like, learn how to get in the moment, and then figure out what your purpose is in life. I knew that I loved serving people. Like, I love dancing. I love step. The step masters is here. We have entered the building. Okay,
we are the undefeated champs.
Period. Okay. Like, they could never. Somebody told me that recently. They were like, "I thought you guys just watch videos." I said,
no.
This takes."
Actually,
don't even. Right. Anyways,
okay.
I digress.
The disrespect.
Right. But like, figure out what your passion is and your purpose is, and just do those things that make you happy every day.
Yeah.
And you can do that. Like, I just didn't know I could, but I can do that. I don't want life to just life, and I'm just like, well, it's just happening.
Yeah, just going through the motions.
No, I don't want to do that anymore. I did that for a long time, and it didn't lead me anywhere happy.
Yeah.
And so I want to savor every day, every moment, and take every single day as a day of gratitude and abundance. And what could I do today to further my brand, my business, or myself?
Yeah.
What am I doing today to serve myself? Are questions that I ask every day, and just aim to live a happy life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's it. Find your purpose and walk in it.
Yeah.
And discipline yourself to like cast down distractions, and discipline yourself to not let anything like get you off track. Because they be coming for your soul. They be playing in your face.
Girl.
They be playing in your face.
Every day.
Every day. But I just expect it now, and I'm like, that's cute.
You tried it.
Right. And I see you. I see you, though.
Yeah, and that's the most important part. You clock it.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, because I used to be the one like, listen, I'm going to tell you and your mom and everybody.
And that's growth. That's growth, because once what's the saying is like, I step over stuff I used to trip over before. Yeah. Like, literally, like, that's really growth. There's certain things that really could just have you in a chokehold for no reason. And it's not serving you. It's not somebody that's paying your rent or paying your bills or anything like that, but they're living rent free in your head for what? No, you don't get that power.
We're not doing that. I have to tell and I have my friends I call, like, Kiki, we can't be running up on people no more.
Sadly.
We can't do that. We got to find a different way.
Yeah.
We got to find a better way.
Yeah.
But that is growth.
It is.
Because I will just call you and show up at your house. That was me back in the day.
Yeah.
But now just like, I see you though.
Yeah.
And I know that like life ain't gonna treat you kind.
Mm-hmm.
If you're moving like that through life, it's not gonna work out for you.
And it's also not my problem.
Right.
It's not my burden to carry
at all.
I'm do that, and I'm good over here.
I'm done being the bag lady.
Yeah.
Because I used to be carrying everybody's bags.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm done. That's what Erica said.
Bag
Erica bag.
lady.
Right. She said, put it down, baby. Put it down. I'm not doing it.
Don't miss your buzz.
Right. Won't.
Yeah. All right. Last question. What do we need to know about coffee?
Ooh.
What's one thing that's like, you know?
The one thing that you need to know about coffee is that it really, truly does bring people together.
Yeah.
That it comes from Black country. It comes, the biggest producer is Africa.
Mm-hmm.
That it is us. We don't take up a lot of the market share.
Yeah.
But what you need to know is that you need to support Black-owned coffee shops.
Come on.
And Black-owned roasters who are out here making sure about the farms that they get their bean from are taken care of, that they're paid.
Yeah.
They're enough to build, and build their business and ours. Like, be responsible with your coffee and stay away from the larger chains that are not doing anything for their community or for the country where they get the bean from.
Yeah.
Coffee brings people together. I love it. And Black coffee is the best coffee that you could ever have. We have a subscription service. You can buy it online.
Yes. How do we find you?
Yes. So you can go on our website, www.blackcoffeenw.com, and you can purchase our coffee there.
Okay.
We also have a crowdfunding campaign and also always looking for support. So we have a wholesale. So if you have a restaurant or a business, you would like our coffee, we can supply that. We can also supply for espresso martinis.
Yeah.
And we have a monthly subscription service as well that's running really well.
Amazing.
So although we're not open, we found a way to do a revenue stream online. So online subscription and online sales are actually up this quarter, which I'm really excited about with my team. Yeah. So that's where you can find us on the web, all on social media as well. Yes. Instagram, TikTok. I'll be on there.
You be twerking on TikTok?
Not yet. I mean, I may have a couple videos in my phone.
Coffee, get this coffee, girl.
And that might be next. Don't play.
Well, Darnesha, it was a pleasure spending time with you as always. I'm so glad that you were the first guest on Let's Pour Up.
Of course.
And I'm sure we'll talk to you again.
Yes.
And just thank you for your time and for sharing space and blessings and good luck. Not good luck. I already know all the things are happening for you, and we'll just be standing and being there,
pouring it up, having some candles.
Absolutely.
And the collaboration that we do,
yes. Oh my gosh, we forgot to talk about that. Last thing, we are doing a power brunch.
We are
for women, who are just wanting to share space with other dope women.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have espresso martinis.
Yes, we are.
We're gonna pour some candles.
Yes.
So follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
It's April 7th. It's a Sunday.
Yes.
Follow us for all the information. But that's gonna be super
amazing.
amazing.
Be a great time. Yeah, we'd love everybody to come out and just have a good time and meet each other. Like the relationships that I've built with other women in business have been like phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I would love for us all just to come together and connect. Because think about all of us together, like
unstoppable.
Fire.
Yeah.
No words. There's no words.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's toast.
Oh, mine's gone. Look.
Oh, I've been sipping, girl, babysitting. It's okay. I was nervous. Thank you. Cheers. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.
Bye.